welcome back to another episode of Brothers of Troy, the only USC brotherly podcast. We're your hosts, AJ
and Bubba.
Welcome back, guys. Episode 5 is going to be another pregame because I got a wedding to go to again. But anyways, the pregame is pretty much breaking down this beautiful USC versus Illinois. So, break it down, Bubba. What are your thoughts so far? Tell me what you're thinking.
Well, first of all, Illinois got smacked the other day. I don't expect that from us. I do, but I don't.
I disagree with you. I expect the same exact thing. If Indiana, shout out to my cousins, Mateo.
Shout out Mateo.
Goes to the University of Indiana. But if Indiana can do that to Illinois, who's been hyped this whole entire year, and I didn't buy into it, SC can do the same exact thing. Now, we are playing at their stadium, and they will come back with the vengeance.
Come on, you gotta think of that. You're an athlete, you should know.
I know, but at the same time, I'm thinking, listen, I'm a SC. Okay, let me put myself as into an SC. Let me put myself as to a player in the SC locker room. We just saw, before we even played our game, we just saw what our next opponent did at Indiana, and they got steamrolled. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they're watching the film on how they got steamrolled, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're riding still on this 4-0 high. We're playing well. We got to pick up in certain areas, but, every game is an opportunity to get better, right? But after I just saw this team got smacked, what makes me think that their fan group is going to be riding on a high? They just got they butts beat by a really good Indiana team. But what makes me think that the Illinois fan base is going to bring it? I know they're probably mad and angry from a player's perspective on the Illinois side of things. But I just think the Trojans are just so much better overall. Athletically, we're more athletically sound. We're just whole discipline, sound, everything. We're playing pretty well. So that's just my perspective from. I think we're going to do the same thing, but I think you feel differently. So feel free to talk about that.
Well, speaking from an athlete's perspective, when you get your ass kicked, excuse my language, when you get your butt kicked like that in an away game, obviously the crowd has a big factor. So I expect Illinois to bring it. We did play them like a long time ago. We haven't.
Yeah, that was I think
we played them. I was a kid. No, we played them in the Rose Bowl. And we also played them. I think at the Collie.
Dad went to that Rose Bowl game.
When we were kids, I remember those two games. But I don't know. It's different. You ride on the high, but you also don't get too high. You don't get, if you're SC, you're gunning to cut their throat. But you also know that this team doesn't want to get embarrassed just like they did last time. So they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder. And they're going to do everything they can to not lose the game. And they're going to tell the crowd just like we told the crowd, even though our first 3 games were different up until that point, to bring it. Because you need that away team to fill it. And hopefully Jaden can do what he's been doing and handle the pressure. And like I said, I expect us to win. A steamrolling, that's possible, but it's also could not be possible. It could be a very close game. We won't know until the game actually happens, and I'll be the only one to be able to watch it.
I'm gonna try, even though it's in Mexico. I will be in Mexico, but it's also an early game, so that gives me enough time to at least try to watch hopefully the first half and up to the fourth quarter maybe, until I got to start getting ready for this wedding. but I'm also going to be on like Central Time Zone. So I'm going to be games at 9 o'clock West Coast time. Mexico City runs in the Central Time Zone, so I'll be 11 o'clock time zone. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
anything I possibly can to try to watch this game.
Yeah. Real quick, we don't need to tell people where you're going.
Well,
It-
I'm experiencing a different place in another country. All right, who cares?
yeah,
I'm
that's
going
cool,
to
man.
try to watch this SC game just like I watched the SC game at the other wedding. So
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
diehard, Bubba. I'm gonna find a way.
Yes. Speaking real quick, sorry, and then we'll get to other points. Shout out to my best friends, Jesse and Alessandra. They just tied the knot. Congratulations. I love you both. And yeah, can't just wait to see what the future holds. But I'm not gonna lie. I was a groomsman. I was having a freaking ball of a time, getting lit. But I did catch some of the SC game, and I wanted to.
Yeah, you
But,
checked in on because I was watching
I
it.
I checked every now and then. But
Yeah.
I was too busy getting lit. I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Yes. Anyways, we're both getting a little sidetracked. These are the events that we had, and we gotta give some love where love and respect to those people who invited us to these weddings. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for inviting us, Jesse. Like Anthony or Bubba just said, Jesse and Alessandro. We wish you guys nothing but happiness for the rest of your guys' marriage, man. But thank you for inviting us once again. But we're getting back to this USC Illinois game. This is gonna be 21 versus I think Illinois 23 now.
I'm saying you can't even write them off.
You can't write them off, but at
It's not like they're unranked, so you can't.
yeah, but they were ranked
write 'em
number
off.
9. Like I genuinely think the AP put them so high that they couldn't handle the expectation. And do I think they're gonna lose again? Yes, 100%. They're gonna lose to SC, and I think they play one more other tough team, and then they're not gonna be ranked by the end of this year. And that's just my prediction for them. But focusing more on the SC side of things. I did see that Leinert thing that you sent me about when he was talking with Joel Klatt on the Joel Klatt show. I do agree with Matt. We definitely can. It looks like we can be a 10-2 team, like Matt said in that video. So it's just if we keep playing well, offense keeps balling out. Hopefully we get Jacoby back this week. I did see that I was reading up something that I think he did practice as of today, but I think it was a little bit of light practice. I have no idea. So we know we're crossing the fingers for Jacoby, but we know we got studs in the wide receiver group, man. We got Tanuk. We got that other senior who stepped up. I think his number's 15. I don't know his name. But we got some guys, like we said earlier in our one of our episodes, that it was gonna get down to the time where Lincoln's gonna have to call on some guys to be like, hey, we need you to step up. Now's your time. Go show them why you play for USC. So we got some pretty good depth in the wide receiver group. I think the only concern, like Matt said in that video with Joel Klatt, is I think a little bit on the defensive side. We got a couple of our corners that are injured. We have one out for the whole entire year with the, I think, torn ACL. Another one is out. We don't know how long for. So we're a little thin on that defensive cornerback side of the ball, but next man up opportunity. We're gonna get the job done no matter what, because I think we have a solid defensive line. Could you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our 2 freshman studs on the line, so that's working out pretty well. So yeah, I mean, from our side, we're both probably not worried for this game, but we need to just take it one game at a time. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, we talked about Kobe's possibility of playing this weekend. I don't know if it is. he will or will not play. So we got to keep that into factor maybe when we come down to our game ballers, because you've been picking him for the last 4 weeks. But last week he didn't play, so that was pretty shocking when I saw that he wasn't playing when I was watching the game. But what do you think are the keys to this week for SC to come out on top at the Illini?
Mostly the same thing I said last week.
Well,
Defense.
elaborate for the people who didn't get to watch last week.
Well, I was getting to that, but defense. Obviously, I can't say the crowd because we're going into different territory, so you can't really. I think now I would reverse that and say now we gotta silence the crowd. If we could be a good away team, you got to be able to silence the crowd. And I'm sure Illinois fans are going to bring it. So last week I said our crowd needed to be important for us to win. I think we need to silence Illinois' crowd if we need to win.
That's a great point.
Then I would say, honestly, again, quarterback play. Jaden's playing so well, controlling the game, and if he continues to do that, I think we'll have success.
Highlight this. Still no interceptions. Still no interceptions, chat.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. But he's playing great, like you said.
He looks more in control of the offense. I don't know. It was way different last year because I think he got thrown into the fire when he wasn't expecting to. I think he thought Miller was going to start the whole year. And then when Lincoln told him, hey, you're going in, he probably was like, oh, shit, I got to play. But now it's, okay, I had a whole summer, had a whole year pretty much to work on this.
Yeah.
Now
get to know all the guys.
Yeah, so and he just looks poised, in control. And everything you can ask for a quarterback right now, he's been doing.
Yeah.
So, if all those three things, defense again, because we're gonna need some timely stops in order to put games away. We also need to score the ball, which is quarterback play. I mean,
we can score on the defensive side of the ball too.
Yeah. So either way, offense, defense, we need to score, and then silencing their crowd. I mean, it's just that simple. When you're an away team, that's the only disadvantage you have is that you're not playing at home. And you don't have your crowd behind you. Now you got to build up your energy because it's just you and the 25 other guys that are there.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Well said, Bubba. You got some great talking points there. From my perspective, the keys are kind of similar to yours. But I'm going to go, I mean, I'm still waiting for a fully sound game. Now, when I say fully sound game, chat, what I mean is like offense, defense, and special teams. We need to click on all three levels. That's what I mean by like a fully sound game. Our kicking is absolutely phenomenal. Our field goal kicker's solid. What else? We just need that extra. We need like a blocked field goal, a blocked punt, or a kick return for a touchdown, a punt return for a touchdown. Those are the highlighting things that I'm talking about from a special teams perspective, chat, that I believe in what I want to see in a sound game. That's what we will call like a complete sound game in from a player's perspective, or well, you can say like coach's perspective, I guess. I'm not really a coach, but that's kind of like what they would say. We had a complete sound game on all aspects of the football field. So I think my main thing is I'm just waiting for that special team moment. Like I said, offense. I mean, I can only say the same thing that you're saying. We're doing absolutely great on the offensive side of the ball. We are scoring when we need to score. Sometimes we're stalling on the drives, but that just depends on the pace of the game and the flow of the game. But as you saw in the Michigan State game last week, for those who watched the game, when Michigan State scored, SC came right back with another answer. So we got that in us to be like, okay, we could go blow for you guys, with you guys. It's just we can be our own enemy at sometimes when it comes down to the penalties. Think we did have some penalties here. Oh, yes, I think we did also have, defensive and offensive that were kind of costly. Not costly against Michigan State, but they played a factor. Defensive side of the ball, I want to say, like, eliminate the penalties. Want to see more tackling was okay. I think we still got to improve. But like I said, we're Sharks. We need to be more than just Sharks. We need to be a pack of wolves as well. So
Yeah.
let's just continue to wait. Let's just continue to play the way that we're playing, man. That's all we can really do. That's all we can really say from us, Brothers of Troy standpoint. It kind of sounds like we're reiterating the same things each and every week, but how could you not when we're getting solid play from what we're seeing so far compared to last year, we can only compare to last year and years before, but playing overall really well. 4-0 start. It's great, especially year 4 under Lincoln Riley. So those are our keys to a SC victory. That's pretty much that's all we need to continue to just keep playing the way we're playing. It's short and simple. Alrighty, what do you? We're gonna dive right into now our offensive and defensive stat line prediction. Let's just say for offensive side of the ball, Anthony, we're just gonna give a number of touchdowns, and the total yardage you think offense is gonna have this game against Illinois.
Gotta do the math.
What math needs to be done?
Like 7, because you gotta count the total touchdowns they're gonna have. You gotta count, and you want total offense, so you gotta count the rushing game and the passing game. So you gotta combine both. And as you know, touchdowns only worth 6. That extra point is 7. So because I'm also trying to calculate in my score prediction, and if it sounds wrong, I'm sorry, but
this is why it's a pregame show. So
I'd probably say like 7, 8 total touchdowns.
You think we're gonna score 56 points? I mean, we're pretty hot right now. I don't think that's a bad number for you to say. So that's been like our average, right? I mean, last week we scored 30 something, 33.
No, we scored 44.
Oh, we did. Oh, you're right.
45 actually.
You're right.
45.
You're right. We gave up 31.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I think we'll be. I don't know. Yeah, so I would say like 7, 6 or 7, for sure.
Choose a number. One solid number.
7.
7.
Yeah, and then I'll take 49.
Yeah.
I would take 700 total yards.
Wow. That's a nice one.
Just gonna break it even. Like, I would say most of it's gonna be from passing.
Okay.
So I don't know if Jay's gonna throw for 500 yards, and I don't think we're gonna rush for like another 300 either. So that's where that number sounds dumb, but
it's not dumb. Be confident in your answer. I think it's a solid number you could possibly say. We are. I haven't checked like the top high offenses in the nation so far, but I think we're up there. I want to say we're maybe top 10. You know what I'm saying? As far as like total offense in the nation, Mayava has more. I saw a post the other day. Mayava has more yards than Caleb did his Heisman season.
What? How does that make sense?
Jaden Mayava this year has in 4 games has more passing yards than Caleb Williams did when Caleb Williams won the Heisman.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, 700 just seems like a outlandish number.
You never know, man. Like I said, we could possibly like pounce all over them. So just be confident in your answer, brother. 700 yards, I think that's reasonable, especially with our offense.
Okay, so you think we're gonna go 400, 300 yards rushing?
I think we're gonna go maybe 400 yards. I want to say 450 passing. Okay.
And 250 rushing.
And then 250 rushing. That's my offensive.
I'll just go 700. Oh, fuck it. I'll just go 700. Sorry, I know you're gonna have to cut that out, but
We don't gotta cut it out. We just keep rolling, man. This is it's a family friendly, but if sometimes when we accidentally let it fly, it is what it is.
Yeah, just give me 700, dude.
700, okay. So you're gonna break it down what ways?
Yeah, the way you said it now, because that seems a little bit more like it's doable. So
Okay.
400 passing yards and 350 and 250.
All right. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think we're both in agreement there. Passing, I mean, touchdown wise for me, I think offensively, I think you said 7. I think we could based off of. I didn't really watch a lot of that Illinois-Indiana game, but if Fernando Mendoza from Cal is able to dice up that Illinois defense, Jaden Mayava can do the exact same thing.
Hold on. Fernando Mendoza is not that bad of a QB.
He's not. He was good at Cal.
Bro, he diced up Miami when they played Miami.
When he was playing at Cal, he diced up Miami. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving Fernando Mendoza credit. Okay, but I think Jaden Mayava is a higher level tier quarterback.
Yes. We agree. Yes, but I would say that the way you're saying that,
I'm not trying to put no disrespect on Mendoza, man.
I know you're not, but the way you're saying it is like if Fernando Mendoza can do it, then Jaden Mayava for sure could do it. So you're basically saying
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. A solid quarterback who I think could get drafted, not maybe first, second, or third, maybe mid rounds, as in Fernando Mendoza. Great quarterback. I think he's good. He knows what he's doing. Came from Cal, obviously, so he's damn smart. Mid-round is my projection if he goes into the NFL draft. But Jaden Mayava continues to ball out like he's playing, bro. We're gonna pick apart this Illinois defense. Okay, yes, they're at home, but I still think we got that chip on our shoulder. We're dogs, bro. We're sharks. We're not dogs. We're wolves. So.
Yeah, stop saying we're dogs, man.
We're more than dogs. You're right. We're a pack of wolves.
Everybody needs to get the mentality out of your head, dude.
Yeah. No more dog mentality. Let's bring in wolf mentality. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna say 8 touchdowns. Okay, offensively. Now defensively, I'll take the first turn. Defensively, I think we're gonna get another 6 sacks. Okay.
I'll go with that myself.
Perfect. We're in agreement there. Interceptions. Now turnover. I'll just keep the. We're not going to break it down to interceptions, fumbles. We're just going to say turnovers. I want to see, hopefully, 3.
Yeah, I'll go 4 total.
4, okay. So that's like our defensive prediction, as far as hopefully that comes into fruition. I don't know what the proper word usage is. Into fruition. Yeah. Because I don't think that happened for Michigan State, but we still got a dub. But with that being said, coming up, the last 2 points of our segments, you guys already know. This is the second to last. Or no, actually, this is the second and last pregame show we will be doing for this year. Because other than that, after that, we don't really got any special events. Unless somebody's...
We do, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not taxing. It's not something where we can't watch the game and do our normal breakdown. So... but yeah, just enjoy this second and last pregame show. We're heading into our last 2 segments. Got score prediction and then game ballers. Let's go with score prediction. What you got?
So I'll just roll with my 7 tutties and go 49 to 35.
Okay, 49-35. That's a good score. I like that one's very reasonable. Good pick. Good pick, as Lee Corso would say. I'm going to go with my 8 touchdowns. Okay, so that's 56. Maybe sprinkle in a little field goal in there, so that might be 59. I'll say 59. Now, I want to say... Now, this is where I don't want to get, like, say Illinois is going to score more than 30. I don't want to say that. So I'm not going to say that. I think they only score a good 21.
59 to 21.
Yeah. This whole season, Anthony, or Bubba, as the people know you, doesn't matter.
They're both my names.
This whole season, I have not bought into the Illinois hype. Just because they were like 10-2 last year, they didn't play nobody last year either. They played like maybe.
So since we covered that, I'm just gonna get into it real quick then, since we talked about it before, and let's if we could debrief on it right now. I think the AP poll is the most stupidest thing to ever happen in college football, because now it's all based on hype, and you can't base stuff on hype no more.
You can't.
Because I mean, or you're telling me like one of the stupid brackets, dude. Somebody said that freaking Iowa State was gonna be in there. I was like, okay, let's just back it down, bro. Like, let's just relax.
Yeah.
Let's just break it down real quick. You're telling me that like these dudes, like Florida State wins one game, and then all of a sudden they're like, you see that, oh, so and so said this was as if. Like right now, if I were to start right now, it was the first game of the year after they beat Bama. Some dude at Florida State at like number 7. I was like, bro, what?
I don't really like the Associated Press's ranking. I don't think it should be the Associated Press's ranking. I think ultimately what it should come up down to is like the coaches poll, man. That's the real thing. That's like these are legit people who are in the game, know the structure of each and every team and how sound they are or how they're playing, their togetherness. The
AP poll, the problem with the AP poll, the thing that's wrong with sports is that everything is based off analytics now. So AP poll's taking off what like the analytics say. Analytics don't mean anything.
You got to know that the AP poll is a group of Associated Press. So like the news, the college football news. So like people within the college football world that get hand selected by I don't know where.
Yeah, but I could tell these people look at the analytics more than they look at.
Yes, they don't. Game. They are not true college diehard football fans.
Not knowledge. They're not knowledgeable.
Anyone can read some data off the screen and be like, oh yeah. Let's see. What's another team that's in the top 25? That's like I personally don't see the hype around. Give me a second. Keep talking about the AP while I find that out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. I think it's just stupid, really, to have the AP poll because you're having a bunch of people that don't know a lot about football talk about football.
Yeah, like right now. Let me be real. Let me cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. Vandy, okay. Ranked number 18. Yeah, they're 4-0. They're off to a good start. But let's see who they played first, all right? First game, Charleston Southern. Second game, Virginia Tech. I will say, third game, when they beat South Carolina, that's when you can definitely put them in.
That's a valid win.
That's a valid win. I agree with that one there. Okay, fourth game that they just played, Georgia State. You know who they got next on the schedule? Utah State. Right? So they don't...
What are we doing?
This is exactly that. You know, they're gonna get out of the top 25 because after Utah State they play Alabama, LSU.
Oh yeah.
They'll beat Missouri is my prediction. Then they play Texas, Auburn.
Oh yeah, they're losing.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, you can't base it off of the hype
No.
in the moment. You know, if it was all about hype, then college football is just not college
No,
football.
you need to base it off what the coaches base it off, and that's the strength of schedule for the most part.
Yes, 100% strength of
And then,
schedule.
but then the only problem with that is you're gonna have people that are gonna say, well, Bama had a weak schedule towards the end, like their dynasty years, which they kind of did. But I mean, but you can't say nothing because they were playing like LSU,
Yeah,
like
but like they're in the SEC, and we all
yeah,
know like
they
as
were playing like SEC ran college football for a while.
SEC. I mean, yeah, they're up there. Big Ten's taking over now. Um,
Yeah. Big Ten's number one. Urban, shout out Urban Meyer. I watched a clip where he said, he's like, I've always been a Big Ten football guy. And he said, when I was the coach at Florida, SEC was taking over football. But now I would say Big Ten is taking over.
yeah, I agree. I mean, it's obvious. Once Saban left, it just
No, for sure. I mean,
opened
once
everything, and
you lose a coach like Nick Saban,
yeah,
it's gonna open up the floodgate for everybody else. Because
yeah.
now the
There's
team
not.
that was dominant, they're not gonna be as dominant once they lose that. It's like the Patriots. They lost Bill. I mean, say what you want
Bill
about
and
the guy,
Brady,
but
hand in
yeah,
hand,
they
go
lost
together.
Bill and Brady, and ever since they've been total crap.
Yeah,
So I mean,
but
that's just the thing about the AP poll. Before we get like again, I'm just gonna say it one more time. We need to stop having people talk about football when they don't know about football. Like I don't know, I know a lot about football, but I don't know like some of the nuances that my dad and my brother know because I didn't actually play this far. I mean, I played 1 year, but I didn't like play as much as they did to really understand. Sometimes, like I understand schemes and stuff, but I don't understand some of the things that go within those schemes.
yeah,
So that's
that's
like
like
where
a whole
yeah,
nother
that's a whole
episode to
nother,
break
that's
down
like a,
for
yeah, that's a whole other knowledge. That's a whole another different type of knowledge of football, because
exactly,
that's knowledge that you gain from playing. But if you
exactly.
just don't know the basics in general, you're just reading a screen and you're just like, yeah, let's go with these people. We need to cut that out. I'm done with it.
Yeah, we
I've
need
been done. Every sport needs to cut analytics and
well,
statistical crap out because it just makes no sense. You can't go off what they did last year because it's a new year now.
exactly.
So
We're in a data-driven world, so that's all we can say on that. Let's wrap that up there. But let's go with the game ballers and let's close this one out strong, baby. I'll actually go first because you have, I think, the last four. No, wait, you went first last week, didn't you? We've been switching. I remember we've been switching.
yeah, I think I went first
You
last week.
did. So my turn. Um, I am going to keep tight end play in my game ballers. So obviously I'm going to go.
They have been scoring.
Yeah, they have both of them, Walker and Lake. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna put Lake in there. Now stats. If you want me to be specific, chat. I will say 5 receptions, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. My second game baller. You know what? I'm gonna take a risk with this one. Not a risk, just because I believe in this kid. I'm gonna take Tanook. If Jacoby is not playing, I'm gonna take Tanook Hines. 6 receptions, over 50 yards. I'll take another touchdown. And then my last person, I'm gonna ride the hot hand, Makai, the star. Over 10 receptions because if Jacoby's not playing, he's guy number 1. So over 10 plus receptions, over 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Well, those are good picks. You took one of my picks from me, but that's fine.
Yeah, welcome to my world, son.
I'll take Eric Gentry again. I mean, he had a phenomenal game last game.
He did.
I expect him to do the same again. I mean, I watched I kind of did. I watched like a 10-minute recap video of the Michigan State SC game, and most of the highlights were just him, just getting tackles. So and
He's the
getting
leader of the
sacks and
defense, baby.
He's the leader of the defense, so the number one shark on our defense, Eric Gentry.
Yeah.
I am just gonna say he has again 10 solo tackles, and a forced fumble.
Nice.
It's gonna happen.
I know. One of these games it will happen.
If I pick Gentry, I'm always gonna pick a forced fumble.
It will happen.
Because
I believe.
It's gonna happen. You know what I'm thinking is gonna do it? I'm gonna pick him again on for the next episode, but I'm gonna predict he does it at a big time against Michigan. But we'll talk about that later.
Stop leaking your picks, bro. Anyways.
Listen, I'm just saying. I just thought about it right now.
No, I know.
Because he did it last year. I'm gonna say Jaden Mayava. I mean, that's another hot hand. This guy's been balling out. Controlling the offense well. So I'm going to say he throws 4 touchdowns for 415 yards with a completion percentage of over 68%.
Wow, you went down to the completion percentage. I like that.
Yeah.
All right,
I feel like he's gonna be on. I feel like he's gonna be on one for sure.
He is. He's been smart, bro. He's been smart.
Yeah. For the most part, he's been smart.
Bro, still no picks. Smart QB play.
He should. I'm gonna be honest. He should have had a 1.
Yeah.
There's one.
The Purdue game, yes, but we already discussed that, the Purdue game. But anyways.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. It should be a pick because that was a pick. No. I am gonna go. He took Tanuk.
You can still ride hot hands, man. There's nothing wrong with riding hot hands. When the tables are hot, bro, the tables are hot.
You know, I'm gonna roll with Eli, man. Gotta go with Eli. He's gonna have he had a decent game last game.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna go. He has about 15 carries for over 60 yards and a touchdown.
Okay. We got solid picks. We got Lake from me, Tanuk, and then I picked Makai. Anthony's got
Eric Gentry, Jaden Mayava, and Eli Sanders.
So those are our 6-game prediction ballers for this week. So hopefully they all ball out. Hopefully we all do good, and hopefully our score predictions and our offensive and defensive stat line predictions, we speak them into existence right here, right now. So,
yeah.
But yeah, let's get another dub.
Illini, boys.
Yeah, we got to beat the Illini. We got a road to 5-0 here. Episode 5 is coming to a conclusion right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if they go 5-0, I'm going to play that. It's my favorite 5-0 song that any team that went 5-0. That Rutgers 2017 went 5-0, and they have this crazy song. So if it's not crazy, but they have a song that I like. It's pretty. The guy was freestyle is dope. If we go 5-0, I'm playing that song.
All right, dude.
That song.
You gotta play it when.
And I'll send you the video so you know.
Yeah, and then we'll play a snippet. Well, we're not gonna be able to do a breakdown because I think after this week we have a bye.
Yeah, we have a bye. So
we'll chop it up.
And then we go out, and then we got Michigan.
Yeah.
Just chop up the clip and just give whoever posted it on YouTube credit.
We'll figure it out, man. But yeah, all right. Well, road to 5-0. USC versus Illinois. I predict, like I said, 59-21. What was your prediction again?
49-35.
All right, we both got a USC big dub, big time dub. But
yes, sir.
And then episode 5 here, chat. Thank you so much for all of those who have watched. I mean, it does mean a lot to the both of us. I mean, this is what we do because we both are diehard Trojans. That's why we're the Brothers of Troy podcast, diehard Trojan fans. since birth. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching week after week after week. We appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'm not going to tell you to comment or anything. I just really care about if you subscribe. If you like our content, if you like what we got going on, if you like the podcast, just feel free to hit that subscribe button and click the bells if you just want to follow us every time we do drop an episode.
Yeah.
Means a lot to the both of us because this is what we like to do.
Yeah. Just going off what you said, yeah. I mean, we've done this without the camera, so obviously it was weird to do it
At first, yes.
The camera.
Yes.
But we've been doing this since we were little kids, and I'm gonna say this until he does it. Drake London, will you please sign my jersey?
This guy. Hey, let's bump these numbers up so we can get Drake to get Bubba's jersey signed.
Please, Drake, because I want to tell our mutual friend, my best friend, my boy, Bewit, that I got my jersey signed by you. So please, let's make it happen. And tell your team we need to figure it out, man. Because what I saw against the Panthers, that was unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
As you can tell, he's a Falcons fan as well. So, but anyways, all right, chat. It's a great podcast. Let's break it down, Bubba. Fight on 3, fight on me. 1, 2, 3, fight on, baby.
Fight on.
Let's go. Beat the Illini.
Beat the Illini. Y'all have a good one. Peace.